Hello boys and girls, welcome to a new Dwarf Fortress Embark. So after a short intermezzo with the adventure mode, I have decided to choose a challenging site. I was deciding between a necromancer tower, vicinity in the necromancer tower, and this site, and I figured maybe I'm not yet ready for a necromancer embark. But I've never really done freezing embarks or haunted embarks, except experimentally. So let's try this again. And if we survive, the better it will be. So I can then feel like I've achieved something. If we survive a haunting glacier embark. A thing that slightly bothers me is that we have no neighbors here. Our only neighbors are goblins. That means no human caravans. Well, and no elven caravans either, because the elves, well, they are dying out in this world. But I remember in Dragongranite, human caravans were good to have. Here we are in the middle of goblin fortresses. This goblin nation is called not the Dank Hex, it's another nation. Let me show you a map in the legends mode. So this is where Dragongranite is. Our adventurer made it north. Here we found a site with even easier than Dragongranite, with sand, clay, limonite, which is an iron of ore, ore of iron, and so on and so on. So this is an easy and pretty much no aquifer. So or aquifer in just but easy to go around aquifer. But and we died here in the desert, eaten by lions. But I've been browsing this continent. There is an interesting cold sand embark here. Yeah, but the minerals there are quite poor. I don't even see there are sites with no metal at all. I don't know whether I want really no metal site, no flagstone either. But I browsed here into these incidental ticks and the haunted. So incidental ticks is about 20,000 goblins strong nation, over 20,000 goblins. Most of them are situated here in this site, Ring Torments, and the other 10,000 population is here in Doom Blinded, Dark Fortress, and this is also a dark fortress. The rest are pits. Some barren lands here. I can actually zoom here. Yeah. So we are, as you can see here in the embark screen, on this in this area, on this tile, on this very tile here, where three biomes meet. We have, as for cliffs, we have some slopes on the south and high mountains on the north, but flat flat but high. Yeah, very high mountains actually. Not extremely high, but very high mountains on the north, and slope to high mountains in the south. And 3 biomes we have. First biome is Glacier, freezing, no trees, no vegetation, haunted. 4 of 9 embark tiles. And in the east we've got freezing, heavily forested, thick wilderness with aquifer, shallow clay, flagstone, deep metal, sand. And in the south we have ocean, temperate ocean, freezing, wilderness, sand, little soil, aquifer, deep metals, flagstone. So here we have sand, ice. So I don't know what to expect here. I never did haunting embarks. Freezing embarks I mostly gave up. But this looks like we will have goblin invasions a lot, so that should supply us with iron, and since we have flagstone we should be able to make steel rather sooner than later. There are deep metals, there are no really surface metals, but that's okay. We will need to find magma very quickly. Mimruni says, my prayers have been answered. Yeah. Ferko says this could go well. So you guys are excited? Well, I don't know. I have my doubts about this. I don't know whether I will be able to... I'm sorry, I'm speaking about biomes and I didn't show you. So this is the haunted biome. In the east we have this heavily forested, freezing, sand, shallow clay aquifer, and in the south we have this sand, little soil, aquifer, deep metal, flagstone. Yeah. Well, okay then. No neighbors. Sorry, I was talking here about the very high mountains and cliff, or not cliff, but slope to the south. All right. Well, then embark. I also find, I also find the names of the biomes nice. This biome is called the Untrustworthy Blizzard. The haunting biome, the Untrustworthy Blizzard. The Trampled Forest is in the east, and in the south we have Water of Rippers. I have let me turn on the legends again here. I have checked the sites here, and I have found also some very nice things here. So we are embarking here on this tile. To the northwest is a site with 2 yetis, one more yeti to the north, and 2 more yetis in separate sites to the northeast. And the best of all is this site, which has 1 bronze colossus. Top apex is a shrine, Oxnos tutus, bronze colossus. So yetis all around us, even 1 Sasquatch not so far away. 2 Sasquatches, 3, 4, 1 Etin, Yeti, some kobolds. Yeah, should be fun. Alright, back to Dwarf Fortress then. So what do you suggest? Remember to not take animals. Why not animals? Why are you suggesting no animals? I actually wanted to bring animals. A lot of plum helmet seeds? Why? Oh, area with salt water. It might be difficult to survive here. Aquifer, difficult to obtain stone. Reanimation. Really? Is it because of the haunting biomes that they are reanimating? I must check this haunting or haunted. They say about half of all evil regions are reanimating, meaning that all wildlife will be undead. And any creature that dies will, after a short time, be reanimated as undead. They feel no fear, no pain. Wow. Wow. Okay. That wasn't what I was hoping for. Reanimating biomes. Well, all right. Plump helmets, then it is. But how are you supposed to get meat and stuff? So since this is reanimating, we should probably rely on mace and hammer dwarves, right? Yeah, that includes animal parts right after butchering. Yes, I imagine that. Yes, I figured that much. But is it right after butchering, or do they give you like 1 week before they reanimate it? So if you manage to prepare food in time, it will not reanimate. Whatever. I mean, that's let's not even try, right? So let's see who we have. What sort of hair and skin and anything really can reanimate. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So who are our dwarves here? Friendship is forever. 66 years old. Incredibly tough, quick to tire. Memory says you can do it, but it's very hard. But we can take some poultry with us, right? They could produce eggs and stuff. After all, a reanimated chicken we should be able to deal with. Absolutely detests snails. This is the perfect embark area for him. I bet he will not find any snails around on the glacier. Dreams of creating a great work of art. Untroubled by unmet needs. If chicken dies, you are in a sea of trouble. Like dies, can they die of old age? Did you have any chicken in your fortress die of old age? Detests mosquitoes. So there are two dwarves who dream of three who dream of raising a family. Oh, maybe I should set the population cap to something more manageable than 200. I'll say 130. Child cap. No, nothing. And strict population cap. Let's take a strict population cap of 130 and population cap of 100. Well, I don't know what will we need. We will need a brewer probably. Herbalist. We don't need herbalist. A herbalist. You can sort of solve it by basically linking an atom smasher to the room and having multiple rooms. If one gets infected, no biggie. What sort of infected? Is there any infection in haunted biomes? Oh, like having poultry in different rooms. Having each chicken in a different room. So you mean that this if one dies and becomes a zombie and kills others, that those become zombies as well? Yeah, that it would spread like a disease. Yeah, that looks like a lot of trouble. We'll need miners. I take 2 miners. I take 1 grower. Thresher. Grower, thresher. Yeah, we will make him also bowyer maybe. But there are trees. Bowyer. Okay. I will take a brewer and a cook. So that means that you don't even want to shear creatures for hair. That's challenging. Cook. And he will be crossbowman. Meme says the reanimation time is really inconsistent. Some say it takes a few days, others say it happens immediately, but it's still manageable since you can easily kill the part and turn it into a finished product before it reanimates again. I don't think meat reanimates. It's the skin and hair that do. Okay. We will try it. Action Hand says, if you save an embark profile, will the dwarf's personality traits remain the same upon loading that profile? No, they will not. Only the professions, and it will remember if it was the first, second, or whatever order, in whatever order you have assigned them. But it completely ignores their personalities. So we'll take a crossbowman. Hunter doesn't really make sense since we are afraid of... Well, actually, does crossbowmen make any sense? If corpses reanimate, do I really want to shoot something and then spend days hauling it inside the fortress? Should better take mace dwarves. What's your experience with crossbowmen and haunted embarks? Probably not, right? Better take a maceman, striker, who is this? Miner. Hammerman, fighter, striker, maceman, striker, fighter, and teacher. We will need a mason, diagnostician, surgeon, wound dresser, bone doctor, suturer, Memory says they are fine as long as they don't knock parts of the creature, because then they just split the problem into smaller chunks. Okay. Suturer, pacifier, and we will take I wonder how much we should rely on the forest and the trees. We'll need some beds, that's for sure. I think we should have an armorer. Do you think an armorer is good? Appraiser. Maybe weaponsmith, maybe armorer. Armorer. Take. So I think I didn't take any mason, did I? Okay, so this guy needs to be a mason. Also woodcutter and carpenter maybe. Mechanic would be good for traps. I think we will have to rely on traps, but on blunt weapon traps rather than traps slicing enemies into pieces. Blunt weapon traps. So actually a weaponsmith will... We have an armorer, but yeah, whatever. We'll have to make so many weapons that we will learn weaponsmithing. Proficient miner. Let's give him only adequate miner and give him weaponsmithing. Skilled weaponsmith. You might want to also be very conservative on wood. It will be a bad idea to constantly cut down and haul. Yes, yes. I was thinking that, Mimruni, thank you for the heads up there. But cutting down wood and hauling it back and forth to the fortress, we'll need to seal ourselves off and probably live in with cave adaptation and fight enemies inside our fortress and stuff. Well, I don't know whether it takes whether it plays any role that only 4/9 of the embark area is haunted land. Like it's only the upper left, the 4 upper left tiles of the 3x3 embark area which is haunted. Maybe in the woods, if you kill stuff in the woods, it won't reanimate. I have no idea. So let's see, what do we have? We have novice woodcutter, carpenter, and skilled mason. Okay. Then we have pacifier, wound dresser, diagnostician, surgeon, bone doctor, suturer. Mimruni says you can live on the non-haunted land and no reanimation will happen. Make sure you butcher in the haunted area. Well... we can test it. So we have this bone doctor, pacifier, We have a teacher, adequate maceman, adequate fighter, novice striker. This is our military guy. He is nothing but a maceman. Also, we could have him as leader, but I think leader is no longer here. Oh, there is leader. But that's okay. Competent teacher, leader, adequate leader. And then we have hammerman, fighter, striker. So we have maceman, hammerman, another maceman, but not a teacher. But what else is he? Oh, brewer and cook. Yes, brewer and cook. Then we have weaponsmith, miner. And then we have bowyer, thresher, grower. Is bowyer really necessary? Since I have a weaponsmith? Well, yes, bows are early weapons. And crossbows are early weapons. Mechanic, maybe. Yes, we wanted a mechanic as well. Weaponsmith, miner. Let's give him mechanic skill. Skilled mechanic. And here copper picks, copper battle axes, we need one. We need a mace. Bronze mace or copper mace? Copper. And a warhammer. We don't need step ladder, no wheelbarrow, no crutches, no splints, no buckets, leather quivers. Yeah, let's take leather quivers. Ropes. We'll take one rope. Bags, we don't need that many bags. Thread. Plump helmets. Yeah, let's cave wood, pigtail, plump helmet spawns, Dwarven Rum, iron anvil. We will take iron anvil. How about remains? If my cat kills some sort of creature, will it also reanimate? A hamster or a rat? Guess we'll find out. You say no animals, right? You say no animals. Do cats count as animals? Yeah. I think I'll take a hen and rooster. 2 hen. Why a rooster if I just want the eggs? Take 2 hens, and we should take you got 190 points which we can spend. So let's take bronze maces. Oh, silver maces. Ooh, silver mace, of course. Nah. Bronze mace and war hammer. Bronze mace, bronze warhammer. And leather. Leather makes good armor. Leather. Dog leather, goose leather. We don't have a leather worker. Well, it will be interesting. I don't know what to expect here of this. Should we take a leather worker? This guy has some, but I can take, maybe I should sacrifice. You recommend blocks, it'll help you if you see an almost immediate danger. Okay, so let's sacrifice 2 bronze maces. Have copper maces instead. Let's have a compromise. We'll make 1 copper mace and 1 bronze mace, and blocks, stone blocks, conglomerate blocks. Native silver, okay. I don't know. I'd put conglomerate blocks. Let's have 10 blocks. And I've got 4 points. What can I do with 4 points? Seeds, plump helmet. That's fake. You don't need the plant, only the spawn. We don't need the plants? Plump helmets, pond turtles. Maybe a log. 1 wood log. Maybe it's not so good. I'm like now. I'm thinking like I'm overthinking this. This will go wrong, and not pretty much no matter what. So let's see. So what is the Bomrek Locum? What is Bomrek Locum? Name fort. Wisp Spear. No, random name. Basement bodies. Beautyworks was nice. Why did I... Boat chamber, moss oils. Noblesmith. Epic crashes. Lancedbrains. I like Lancedbrains. We are sculpted lancers, so let's have something with lance in the name. Lancedbrains. And a group name. Our embark group is Unseen Gloves. Waning Gears. The paint of cremations. Foggy ropes. Disemboweled rack. The hot tools. Okay, let's be the hot tools. Hello, Optimus. Kubuk Idek. So, Lancedbrains. Let's embark to Lancedbrains. I have a bad feeling about this. You have arrived after a journey from mountainhomes into the forbidding wilderness beyond. Your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all of Aran Kivish. There are almost no supplies left. With stout labor comes sustenance, whether by bolt, plow or hook. Provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now, enough time to secure lodgings. Ere the wolves get hungry. A new chapter of Dwarven history begins here at this place. Kubuk Idek. Lancedbrains. Strike the earth. We will strike the earth in 5 minutes. I will have it in another session then. See you then, guys. Dwarf Fortress. Lancedbrains.